All right, looks like we're ready to go. Flooded Strand pass.
Masters, 2 Delta. Later Nexus. Yep. Lotus. Yep.
Planner Nexus, Lotus Petal for Pro Tour Aether Drift competitor Jacob. Maddie on the right with Bant Plagon. We've seen this Bant Plagon deck on stream once or twice before. I can't remember. And I've played against Maddie a few times. This deck is really cool.
Hedgemaze, Surveil.
Hedgemaze, Surveil. I've also played against Jacob. I think I played against Jacob on yesterday's live stream. Well, I don't think I know. This deck is also pretty cool. It has some little spicy secrets in the main. Jacob is in the chat. What's up, Jacob?
Surveil. Put a trop in the yard.
Okay, surveils a tropical island into the graveyard. I'm not sure if the player sat down knowing what the other was playing, so that could be a part of the situation here. Ancient Tomb for Jacob. There's Glaring Fleshraker.
I'm going to Force of Will, pitching a Daze.
Okay, force pitching Daze on the Fleshraker. I agree with that decision. The card is really powerful. AP says both of these decks are awesome. A vote for any other match was objectively incorrect. Yeah, so anybody watching this later or just not sure how all this works, we have a poll between matches on our live streams where the Twitch chat votes which matches we will watch. AP is saying this time they voted correctly. Just this time, though. There's Nadu.
Sorry.
You're good.
I do, but
In your X-ray vision, you see the back of my cards.
the way you were like, do you want to use these dice? I was like, is there something wrong with them?
Kind of implied here is that the Twitch chat votes wrong. A lot of the time. Here's Urza Saga.
Trigger.
Looks like a one ring is maybe in Jacob's hand here. That's going to be the spell for this turn, it seems. It's going to resolve, get a burden counter, draw a card.
Good. Untap. Turn.
Yes.
That is interesting. I think that is just what it's supposed to do. Stoneforge. Sure.
Stoneforge Mystic. All right. Here's the blade part of the deck. He's going to find Shuko. If you're not familiar with Plagon, what Plagon is, we'll get around to it. Kind of hope Plagon shows up all on their own. Shuko has resolve. We're about to see some Nadu stuff, it seems.
1, Aegis to hand. 2, Nadu to hand. 3, Tundra into play. 4, Misty Rainforest into play.
Maddie's going to start going off here. Simulation Aegis was the equipment found off the top.
I am going to...
14. I think you missed one of the fetches.
Aegis is a cool card. You know, it doesn't make the list for the question, name 100 legacy cards, but it's been a nice addition to this format.
So before you put those back, is Aegis?
Sees play here and there. Jacob's taking a look at the Aegis now.
Main function is being a tutorable blue card for Force of Will.
Fair enough.
Maddie saying it's a tutorable card I can pitch to force. The Aegis, that is. It's a blue-white artifact equipped. So it looks like we're in the middle of this brainstorm. Salty is here.
And pass to... I'm gonna... Yeah, then I will... In my yard, I will pass to you.
I'll go to my upkeep.
Yep.
I'll lose away. Doesn't matter if this...
That would be my brainstorm, by the way. Oh, that's right. No, that's
Anywhere here so I can remember if I can use it.
You draw 2.
All right, the Urza Saga is getting forgotten about for a moment here, it seems. Probably get fixed. Drawing 2 off Urza's off the One Ring. Another Fleshraker. I hope the Saga gets remembered.
This is
Yeah, the whole
2
two.
also.
Yep. Yeah,
Ah, we fixed it.
Okay.
How many cards in the hand for me?
6.
6 card in hand for Jacob. There's a Fleshraker on the stack.
Alright. Then I cast a Voltaic.
Yep.
Swamp.
I'll take a damage, yep.
Attack for 3.
So as you can imagine, Voltaic Key plus the One Ring, things can get out of hand very quickly.
Cast a Grim Monolith. Trigger.
In response to the trigger, I am going to cast a Daze, picking up.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, in response, I'm not going to cast the Daze yet.
Yep.
I'm going to fetch Surveil with the blue-white land, and then pick up the blue-white Surveil land instead.
Sure.
Okay, looking for a Meticulous Archive before casting a Daze to get a Surveil in here and then potentially Surveil again later. Ramalito, thank you for the sub with Prime. 23 months. Flex with a question, should Nadu have attacked? Maybe. Or was the One Ring protection live? I think the One Ring was on, right?
Flooded Strand into the yard, then I will Daze, picking up the Meticulous Archive.
Okay, so Grim Monolith's gonna go to the graveyard. Resolve this trigger.
Yes, then you get a dude and ping me again down to 14.
Oh, I need you to sub.
I miss my fetches a little too often.
I'm gonna sack this and untap the One Ring with Voltaic. Draw 3.
Yep, you draw 3.
Okay, untapping the One Ring with the key, drawing 3 cards now. Mox Opal, trigger the Fleshraker.
If that doesn't resolve, doesn't doesn't die.
No attacks. Let's
When you take your
tap the
draw,
Mox Opal.
the thing you take care of
Like key,
goes under
trigger.
God.
Damage 1.
Shoulders eating.
So I get a new one. I'm gonna sack 1. Untap that One Ring again.
Yep.
Draw 4.
Oh, it's only damage. So there you go. Alright, so
Activating the One Ring again. It's got 4 burn counters on it now. I learned yesterday these are Dragon Ball cards Jacob is using. They're representing the Eldrazi spawns created by the Fleshraker.
Go to 10. Sack this. Untap the ring. Draw 5.
Probably just
Sheesh.
make it find it.
Not even Nadu can draw this many cards.
Mox Opal trigger. Bring it to 9.
Actually, Nadu doesn't draw any cards, but you know what I mean.
Oh, this Mox Opal is dead. These are flat. So let's.
I have no response.
If you cast another One Ring, by the way, I'll scoop, because my only chance of killing you is with you taking One Ring damage on your upkeep, so...
Trying to find
that's-
the. I think I can just go. Sack this, sack these 2.
You got 3 mana, 4
Yo
mana.
for 5.
Paradoxical outcome.
Then you also...
Jacob's just going off here.
Mana anymore.
Correct.
Time for
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
thingies on it.
Let's see what happens, says Jacob, as he draws half his deck right now.
These are cards in my hand. Alright, finally gonna play a land for turn. Resistance.
Yep.
Didn't even make a land drop yet. This is so over.
Do it.
Yeah, just
Alright, we could go.
cast
Yeah,
the One Ring.
Cast the
all
One
the
Ring and
stuff,
then
yeah,
cast
trigger,
all your
yeah,
mana.
yeah.
Yeah, Matty has given up, and I think that's the right call. Moving on. Jacob takes game 1.
It's in kind of a rough place when you're for. I even had like it. I'm good. That was like custard.
So Commander is by far the most popular Magic the Gathering format. That might be news to some of you. But by far the most popular format. And Wizards said to themselves, what if we just print cards straight into Commander that are Commander power level and people can play, right out of the pack, so to speak, for Commander? Works great. Second most popular format, at least typically. Modern.
He is good. I'm going to fetch.
At least of the non-standard, non-limited formats. What if we just print cards straight into Modern? Modern power level. Modern Horizons, everybody. Yeah. The Modern fans, the Legacy fans, very upset about the whole thing. Specchio. Specchio is here, says make a land drop, middle of comboing off, classic. Yeah, very true. Salty says, am I the only one that loves Modern Horizons? Salty, you're not. You're not at all. They wouldn't have done 3 of them if they weren't, really successful from a sales standpoint. But I will say, I really like Modern Horizons cards. Like, anytime it was Modern Horizons spoiler season, I was locked in. Okay. There have been a handful of cards from the 3 sets that negatively affected one format or the other. We ended up with the Renin 6s and Ragavan still legal in Modern, but not in Legacy, and Hogak the other way around, right? Nadu, a deeply flawed Magic card.
Yep.
Take 4 colors, spin up 2, and cast a.
But and then there's Lord of the Rings, which kind of is a Modern Horizon set, but not really branded that way. Same situation. And adding on to that, I've been running this channel now for a little over 5 years. The Modern Horizons and Lord of the Rings set are really good. Were really good for this channel. Spikes in viewership, a lot of engagement. People very curious how the new cards affected Legacy and really engage with what we were doing at the time. I don't know.
And scry 4 draw card.
Yep.
If they announce Modern Horizons 4 tomorrow, I think I'd be like, all right, let's do it.
4 of them bottom.
Okay, sign for me. Still not optimistic.
Pass it.
Okay, I get another turn.
So a gigantic Kozilek's command already happened here. Bunch of Eldrazi spawns on Jacob's side. Looks like 4 of them. 2 Manifold Keys. Mystic Forge, Grim Monolith. Sriracha wondering when are we getting Legacy Horizons. So they've been doing something similar to that on Arena, but we're not going to talk about Arena right now because people in our in our 90s MTG community get especially upset when I mention Arena, I think.
However many are left in my deck to find a prismatic ending. I guess no.
Prismatic ending.
What's timeless?
Yeah, there you go.
Vista.
Whatever weird math that makes it. I mean, 2 looks.
Prismatic ending would be very good.
Like, just a tip, like, if you're in our chat, like, just don't even say the word alchemy. These people get really upset. They can't handle it. Like, we can't even discuss the topic.
4 mana. You have infinite mana anyway. I think I'm supposed to go Island, Nadu, and hope you brick and I get another turn. I don't think anything else is better than that. Your go.
All right, Maddie not liking the chances here. Nadu, pass the turn, hope for the best.
Take you off of.
Combat.
Yeah.
No, you could just blow it. So not worth any of it. You blow it. Pass.
All right, passing the turn. Nothing bad happened.
Combat.
Yes.
Get in for 3.
17.
All right, Nadu's attacking this time.
Second main. Plagon.
Yes, this.
There's Plagon.
Yeah.
1.
Sorry,
2.
Brainstorm Fatal Push. Times
Misty Fetch.
We got Bowmaster, Brainstorm, 2 pushes, and a waste.
Plagon, Lord of the Beach. I love this card. This card is so cool. It's from Jumpstart, the same set as the same jumpstart set as Scythecat Cub, and this is kind of like the distant second place addition to Legacy from that edition with an E. The Starfish Wizard, Plagon, Lord of the Beach, see some Legacy play, and it's a cool card.
And then get 4 triggers.
I don't know where this card ended up in Commander. I'm sure somebody tried it.
3, 4. Cavern. As Cavern enters, I will name Wizard.
Cavern on Wizard.
Ends with it on Plagon. And pass to you.
End of turn, I'm just going to untap my Green Monolith.
So we found a Swords of Plowshares. We found a Force of Negation. Those could be really important in this game. Did Maddie just jump ahead here? Another Manifold Key. Not a lot to do with it. That's very interesting. Planar Nexus. Jacob has a lot of mana, but not a lot to do with it, which sometimes happens with these big mana decks. Tricky part is if you give them enough time, they will draw something really nasty and beat you with it. Our mayor says Plagon is very good in dual commander. Okay. That makes some sense. I guess it's a blue-white commander, technically, right? Plagon?
I'll start off with just 4 Nadu triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So Maddie finding some good stuff here. Found a Prismatic Ending. Don't have enough colors to get rid of the Mystic Forge, but... Oh, we did get rid of the Mystic Forge.
I'm gonna cast a...
Wait a minute. Was that Mystic Forge? Oh, that was Defense Grid. I'm sorry. That was Defense Grid this whole time. I guess that makes sense because Jacob wasn't even looking at the top of the deck. I'm an idiot. Sorry, everybody. That was Defense Grid.
Nah, I have enough mana to... I'll pay a blue to activate.
I think just the deck being Mystic Forge, I just assumed the kind of Brothers War sketch card was a Mystic Forge. My bad.
Write down and you're good.
Good thing we have Jacob in the chat helping out.
Up back. 1, 2, fetch.
Shieldred's Edict, sacrifice a planeswalker.
Savannah.
All right. It's not looking too bad for Maddie at the moment. Like I said, though, Jacob has a lot of mana, and something nasty off the top of the deck could win this game immediately. So Maddie's got to hurry up and close this out. There's a Stoneforge Mystic, which could help. Maddie does have those Swords to Plowshares, which could be effective against Fleshraker. Simulation Aegis is found.
Totally shuffled away.
Maddie reminding all of us that there's a Force of Negation in hand, which this Assimilation Aegis will assist potentially.
Stoneforge.
Oh, we should.
1,
No.
2. I guess I did tap wrong.
Yeah, that's just all.
Consigned to Memory is found. Potentially Maddie tapped wrong here. We'll see if that hurts. Prismatic Ending on a key, so one of the keys is gone. That's something.
10 cards in hand.
Not a super impactful game action, but chipping away here. All right, going to discard. Too many cards in hand, a good problem to have.
Another Swords to Plowshares. Pass to you.
Basic swamp.
Back up, Planar Nexus.
Go to combat.
All right, another Planar Nexus. So now Jacob really has every land type you could possibly imagine on the battlefield right now,
Hackers all pay the
except for the basic lands.
bring Cameo in. Go to
6
combat.
Nadu triggers.
100%.
All right, final answer.
1,
Tamiya's haste, right?
2, 3, play, 4.
Finding a Disruptor Flute is pretty good here too. Caracas plus Plagon is pretty interesting.
Here.
think this is actually a good deck.
Found a Force of Will.
Combat.
Pretty damn good finds there for Maddie.
2 mana to make
Jacob's starting to chump block.
Forge already has power. Sure. So use 1 mana to activate Plagon, targeting Plagon.
I'm gonna take 4.
You take 4.
I go to 11.
I will cast a Tameo. This is named Wizard. Cast a Tameo.
Yeah, Jacob in the chat saying we're in the gaining information part of the game. It's not looking good for Jacob at the moment.
2. I will.
In both games so far, one player or the other went off and drew an insane amount of cards and was just way, way ahead.
I will play a Misty for turn. I definitely.
Assuming we do get a game 3,
And I will.
maybe play draw matters quite a bit in this matchup. We're going to have to see how that goes. But both decks obviously capable of going off and drawing an incredible amount of cards. What happens if they both do it?
Be minus 2.
And then pass to discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll discard Plagon, Brainstorm, Plagon, Tameo.
Okay.
You're good.
Sure.
Jacob still has a lot of mana. He's going to have to fight through a lot of defenses to get anything really important done here. So there's a 1 ring.
Anyway, you got Merit Mage. Let's see.
That costs 7 mana. Yeah, that's fine. You could have a 1 ring.
It's very disappointing one there.
I feel like Merit Mage is the one.
The next spell out of my hand costs 10 less.
Untap.
The flute is on the 1 ring, which is why it costs 7. Dr. Pepper is here.
Is it this turn?
Cast a Halfling.
Yep, this turn.
Delighted Halfling. Another card I really like for Legacy. I don't know really how it affected Modern. But I like this card a lot for Legacy.
Cards in hand, so I'll just get 1 Nadu trigger. Swords. I'll swords your spawn.
I'll sack your response.
Great. You would have gained 0 life, but now you instead gain no life. I'll do another Nadu trigger. This is my 2nd trigger. Force of negation to hand. I will pass.
AP says, I think Maddie should have consigned the ring trigger. Possibly.
I will.
That's okay.
1, 2, 3. Hard cast force of negation.
All right, Jacob has seen enough. We're moving on to game 3.
This time, you're the one who's going to have to look at the bottom card of your deck.
Completo says Forge is not overplayed nowadays, even with Tez. It's a hard deck, but not overplayed. I think I get what you're saying. I think the point here is that this deck is underestimated a bit.
I'll keep this.
I think that's what we're getting at.
Play a key, play a monster.
Okay, Voltaic, Mox Opal.
He is good. Mox Opal is also good.
Okay, so I should wait here. My bad.
My go? Yes. Draw for turn. Windswept Teeth, pass you.
All right. Both players are very reasonable starts to this game. Jacob's going to drop an Urza's Tower here. Has that Planar Nexus, so we already have a lot of mana. Basalt Monolith, plus a key, plus a Mox Opal. Things are already looking good for Jacob. Let's see if Maddie has a response.
Basalt Monolith is fine.
That's fine.
Do that untap thing, make 5 total mana.
Yep.
Unless you get unwell.
Make 6 mana. Cast Recovery.
And a fetch and response.
I appreciate that, thank you.
And after that, yeah, Thunder's good.
Coveted Jewel just hit the stack. Maddie's going to fetch in response. Coveted Jewel, a card that maybe some people aren't familiar with. 6 mana artifact. When it enters, draw 3 cards, and then it taps for 3 mana of any one color. There's more text, but that's what we need to keep in mind here.
Alright, so you took it.
It's cards and a lot of mana. Colored mana.
Is
On the
currently
stack.
on
Yeah.
This guy gets pushed.
Commander card. Sees some play in Legacy. Brainstorm for Maddie here. 2 cards left in hand for Jacob. Maddie might want to stop the turn with this Jewel if possible. Jacob waits very patiently.
Back, sorry. Can I
Yeah,
look
you're
at
good, yeah,
that
of course.
for a sec? Yeah. 1.
And drop a ponder. And this.
2. I guess it doesn't really matter too much what I put back. I'm going to.
Really fun version of this coveted Jewel, too. It looks like it's a toy from a cereal box. I like this. Yeah, the coveted Jewel is a top card in Vintage. That's true. I have seen that.
Negation, pitching a Force of Will.
Okay, Force of Negation, pitching Force of Will. The coveted Jewel will end up in exile, and Jacob's turn is over, which I think was the goal here for Maddie.
Prismatic ending your key.
Okay, Prismatic ending on the key. Things not going too badly for Maddie right now.
Children's Edict. Sacrifice.
Yeah, Basalt Monolith stuck at the moment.
By Kaido. Yep.
And
I'm
I'm
not trying to flip it.
anyone.
this later. So
This is
done
set for
that,
1
you
right
get
now.
mana,
So
look
I'm
at
drawing
it.
them as a card. Correct.
Urza's Workshop was the land drop. Cool card from recent years. Seeing some play in Legacy. Here's Paradoxical Outcome.
I know my top card is not very good.
Tanya?
Even knowing my top deck isn't good, I think I am going to put us in a top deck for Force of Will, pitching Brainstorm.
All right. Maddie's going to force it. Paradoxical Outcome is countered. Jacob with 1 card left in hand. I like these decisions so far, even though we can't see Maddie's hand. Countering Paradoxical Outcome makes a lot of sense. Another one, though. Ouch. Well, Jacob's going to get to resolve an outcome. Looks like Drew and Urza's Workshop and a Grim Monolith has a Planar Nexus in hand.
Pio's in your yard, right?
Yeah, because correct.
Replaying the Mox Opal. Urza's Workshop does not have Metalcraft at the moment.
Yep. Good. Draw for turn. Brainstorm.
Yes.
1.
Jacob's rebuilding that big mana situation that we had in the previous games. And again, the Mystic Forge deck, once it gets all that mana, it's capable of doing some really insane things. So you have to close out this game if you're Maddie. So far, no threats on the board.
Instant sorcery land.
You can't force a will their first 2 big plays and then not put them under any pressure afterwards. Unfortunately, that's where we are, maybe.
They're the same size.
Someone?
Monolith is
And
good.
I'll pass to you.
Grim
Your Monolith is good.
Good.
Fetch.
All right, Jacob now with an insane amount of mana. Gajillion mana.
Meticulous Archive.
No Metalcraft yet, but we're close.
Good.
You're good.
Surveil. Don't actually do anything.
Surveil happening right now at Meticulous Archive. Bin's a Stoneforged Mystic.
Brainstorm. 1, 2, 3. Put back.
Another thing that Maddie could do here is get a Nadu combo up and running and jump way ahead on cards and build up those defenses we saw in the previous game where we have Force of Will, Force of Negation, Swords of Plowshares. We have everything in our hand. That's another way that we can jump ahead in this game. Plagon
Play a Cavern of Souls.
by itself.
I'm gonna name.
It's going to be a slow clock.
Okay. I name Citizen.
That's a legal name.
That is a legal thing I can name. I name Citizen. I will use the Cavern to tap for a colorless and equip a Shuko to the Plagon. Pass to you.
Okay, Cavern of Souls naming Citizen. Very interesting. That might be a punt.
Theory until you start chaining K commands.
Like,
Yep. You got Metalcraft now.
I have so many mana. Good.
Untap.
Jacob does have so many mana. Manifold Key, so Metalcraft is on. Whatever's on the top of Jacob's deck, Maddie has to hope it isn't K command or anything else really threatening.
Prismatic ending your key before you can get any one ring shenanigans in.
All right, Prismatic Ending, remove the key. That's kind of important.
Plus 1 ring since the weekend, since 1 ring was printed.
All right, another Voltaic Key off the top.
And 1 modern dice factory at the time. Draw for turn.
Target another one.
Play on target itself. Get in for 3. 14. Pass to you.
Nope.
Untap.
All right, just enters this tower on top of the deck.
Turn. Misty.
Plagon's going to keep attacking,
3.
but Maddie might still have to speed up this clock. We're going to have a chance here.
This is technically
All right, there's a Saga.
My play on.
It's something. Yeah, Specchio is right. Plagon beats versus the top of Jacob's deck.
Hedge maze. Surveil.
If I had to guess how this game is going to turn out,
K command though. You literally just surveil.
as of right now,
You will be able to
I'm liking Jacob's chances, TBH. Ripping something gross off the top of the deck just wins the game.
hedge maze, so I will surveil.
This is 9.
So strangely, I feel like right now my feeling is the advantage bar is slightly over to the left.
I don't think so. I'm gonna bin this assimilation Aegis.
Okay, Assimilation Aegis gets binned there. I don't think we need that at the moment.
Draw for turn. Activate Plagon targeting himself. Get in for 3. Pass to you.
Draw for turn. Put this to 2.
Yep.
So Saga now taking up to 2. Jacob's offense might be starting to get up and running as far as creatures on the board.
4 flowing. Pass on the ring.
The One Ring. Uh-oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hard cast Force.
All right, we had a Force of Will. We stopped one thing. Looks like Maddie just has 1 card in hand. Jacob has that construct factory now in the Urza Saga. It's going to be tough for Plagon to attack maybe now.
8.
Jacob might be stabilizing right now as we speak.
Combat.
Yeah.
Attack.
I will, before blockers, make a construct.
Yep. I'm gonna swords your construct. You'll gain 4 life. And then I'll also activate Plagon, and then you take 3.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'm doing this before we get to blockers.
Absolutely.
Pass to you.
All right, I guess we
I'll make a construct.
didn't lose Plagon.
Always
Yep,
floating.
you got 1 colorless floating also.
And,
There's a Saga making another construct, and then it will search. What will it find this time? Maybe just a key? Maybe.
We have modern tech running one of expedition map for Inventors Fair. It's good tech.
This is 6 now.
One of
Ark says thanks for the raid the other day. You're welcome.
fair to tutor.
Good to have you in the chat.
sweet.
When you have a million mana.
I'm just gonna grab this key.
So another key, the Dragon Ball card on Jacob's side is a construct. It's a 5/5 right now. Jacob has an insane amount of mana.
Floating mana. Yep. Casting.
Plays another manifold key. 6/6 construct. Just Plagon on Maddie's board. Both players hellbent or close to it.
Misty Rainforest. Pass to you. I'm just gonna fetch now to save time and spin my deck. So you're at 15. I get a.
Am I going to drop it?
Yeah, you're good. I'm just getting a Tundra.
Okay, Maddie just thinning the deck here.
I'm going to make 8 mana. Or make. Oh, the one. It dies. That's why I only make 7 mana. So go down to 5. Casting Grim Monolith.
Yep.
Okay, another Grim Monolith. So far, nothing too crazy has happened off the top of Jacob's deck, but how much luck do we have? Big attack came in. This construct is eager to race this Plagon now.
Draw for turn.
It will win that race.
Playing on target itself. Yes. Get in for 3. Pass to you.
How much mana does Jacob have right now? 600.
In response, I'm gonna swords your guy.
Gain 7.
You gain 7 before you would have gained more. Yeah.
All right, the construct is eliminated.
I need a Nadu. You need a 1 ring.
Jacob has no cards in hand, no creatures, 13 life, Batman sleeves on the deck, and that thing is full of gas. Can Maddie pull this off? We are on the edges of our seats.
You're at 10. Pass to you.
Jacob's draws have been pretty bad, I gotta say.
Plagon target itself. Get in for 3. And I will play a trot for turn. You're good.
Salty's counting 43 mana on Jacob's side.
This is 9.
Uh-oh.
10 mana. Each of the keys represents 2 more mana.
All right, Maddie might be out of time. We're tapping a lot of mana here.
Just filter 2 of this into blue.
Yep.
And then make 2 more. So this will be at 9 and 3.
Yep.
3 blue mana, 9 colorless mana, as I think what we're announcing here. Paradoxical outcome. Force of negation. Oh my God, this game is getting crazy.
Yep. Untap. Draw for turn. This is untapped. Make green off the cavern. Uncounterable Nadu.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, here's Nadu. Uh-oh.
3, 4.
Those are pretty bad Nadu triggers, though. Tameo comes in, 2 more triggers. Another Tameo. What is going on in this match? This has been the strangest game 3. Yeah, you can re-Nadu and do it all over again. That might be the play here, depending on what else is in hand.
Targeting itself. Get in for 3. Yep. And then cast a second main phase. Cast a new Plagon. ETB. This one dies.
Yeah.
ETB. Draw 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, playing a replacement Plagon, drawing 3 cards.
Uptick the Tameo.
Tameo flips. Goes up to 4 loyalty.
Pass to equip the Shuko and pass to you with
Even
7 triggers. I have already did all my Nadu triggers.
No, this is a new one.
Oh, this is a new one. I do have 2 Nadu triggers. Then I'll do it.
All right, Jacob helping out. Delighted Halfling. Swords to Plowshares. That'll be
And get 2 more Nadu triggers.
decent if Jacob finds a Fleshraker off the top. But even if Jacob finds a Fleshraker on top of the deck, if that's literally the top card of the deck, I don't think we're too worried. We're worried about Paradoxical Outcome. We're worried about Kozilek's Command, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Coveted Jewel. That's not bad.
I got nothing. Wait, I'm gonna Caracas before this happens. I'm gonna Caracas targeting my Plagon to try to.
I have 2 mana floating right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna Caracas. Yeah, targeting my Plagon, trigger the Nadu. Flooded Strand into play. I'm gonna. So this is still play. So trigger's still on the stack.
Yeah, sure.
So the Caracas is still on the stack. I'm gonna fetch to 7.
Okay.
Is everybody following?
Grab a basic island. Flooded Strand is allowed. I have to make sure.
There's a Caracas trigger targeting. There's a Caracas returning Plagon to hand on the stack in response to Coveted Jewel. Now Plagon targets Nadu. Gonna fetch again.
I have fetchables left. I do not. So I cannot. I cannot target Plagon again to look for force. So yeah, you get this. My Plagon resolves. Caracas resolves. You draw 3.
Jacob's gonna draw 3. I'm just imagining Jacob drew Mox Opal, Planar Nexus, Urza's Tower. Ah, there's the K command.
I was 1 turn short of buying back a force.
Holy shit! What a game though.
What a game.
The K command is getting the scoop here. The Fleshraker in play will deal the lethal damage. What a strange game 3. Jacob gets the match. GG's.
It was like every once in a while, like every couple of months, someone some like username I've never seen before DMs me some goblin list.
One of his recent
new goblin, just like a new goblin that was just like completely unplayable.
Like a Swedish guy who was like, you have considered the
8 casts on the left. That would be David and Ed on the right with Dimir Tempo. We're not even going to start the discussion what tempo is on today's stream. It's just going to take too much time. What's tempo, chat?
Hope you're not missing it.
Looks like a mulligan to 6 for David. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. We're going to get to see the 6-card hand, it seems. All right. Sink into Stupor, Lotus Petal, Mox Opal, Pinnacle gets chosen, Mishra's Bauble, and Seat of the Synod.
One time I flew all the way across the country to go play some Legacy and I got paired against Eddie Newton. Okay.
I'm going back to the bank.
Pinnacle Emissary from Edge of Eternities. Seeing some Legacy play. People are warping in Legacy.
What's it called?
Mox? Occasionally. I've been doing a lot of...
Royalty Ryan in the chat says, I was going to ask the definition of mid-range. You know what, Ryan? We don't have enough time for this.
Yeah. I don't have a God's
Nothing after that.
You got the channel, you got the...
All one drop.
I've been tuning in. A lot of people get mad in Twitch chat about Legacy these days.
Owerto with a question, is NYC proxy free? Yeah, no proxies allowed in the entire city of New York. Darth says most telegraph bowmasters. Uh-oh.
Fetch a basic far S and Z to 0.
That's fine.
I was in Dread Arbor.
Ed, you got to stop telegraphing everything. So we see a little bit of, well, we see most of David's hand here. A couple of 0 mana cost artifacts, holding them in hand for now.
And all yours.
And there's the Bowmaster. Bowmaster. Darth was right. Wow.
Plains Smith.
Richard and Pizza says proxy is a communist thing. Yeah. That's actually, everybody knows that.
Fine.
Full health, 20.
There's Lava Spur Boots.
I've been thinking a lot about white black pig. I think that there might be legs for white black pig. With Tide Hollow Skull as an Oswald target.
AP says Bolshevism leads to proxying. You know what? You're right.
Thoughtseize.
Push.
Yeah. Maybe Bowmaster.
Oh, dude, you should run on. What, Deathmark?
Deathmark. I love
Straight green.
I love Deathmark. I know what a Deathmark does.
Yeah.
I've been accused of not knowing what Deathmark does. I'll keep those.
I really want to play Painter Mercuric deck because there's that enchantment where it's like. I guess it's.
That's a 4.
Ooh, Beltful Strix card we don't get to see as much anymore these days in Legacy, but a crowd favorite.
Attack.
Ed played a Wasteland, holding on to it. Might be respecting Urza's Saga as a way that things could spiral out of control in this game. Looks like Soporific Springs will be the land drop for David, and then passing the turn, maybe? Ooh, another Bowmaster. That's kind of gross. Attacking for 5. David's running out of time quickly.
Yeah, you got it. Spellbomb.
I'll Spellbomb, okay. It's not too bad. Well, a very quick and one-sided game 1 goes to Ed. Darth says 8-cast doesn't like seeing Bowmasters, and it definitely doesn't like seeing 2. Yeah, the 8-cast deck gets beat up by Bowmaster. You know, you're trying to draw extra cards, right?
I will enjoy your graveyard.
Audrey, thank you for the resub at tier 3. 27 months for Audrey. Audrey is still here, everybody. Still here. What's up, Audrey? Audrey top 8'd a vintage event over the weekend. A legacy challenge last night. Went 3-0 at Lorcana booster draft last week. Is doing it all. Looks like a multi-6 for David again. Lord's requesting more Audrey Spice on stream soon. Urza Saga past the turn. Rolfie with a great question. Why is it called 8-cast? So the first cast was Thoughtcast. A card from the first Mirrodin. Later on, once we had Modern Horizons sets, we got Thought Monitor and a deck using 4 Thoughtcast, 4 Thought Monitor kind of came to be in the Legacy format. A couple of years after that now, we just have these blue, generally speaking, we have these blue artifact-based Kappa Cannoneer, draw some extra cards, Emery, Chalice decks, and they're called 8-cast, just to kind of tell people what the deck is. But they don't necessarily have 4 Thoughtcast, 4 Thought Monitor anymore at this point. Not all the time. I'm a little bit oversimplifying, but that's the answer. Great question.
Has per black.
So there's a Chalice on 1 now. That'll be some trouble here for Ed. Baleful Strix gets played.
What do you think? What is the card do?
I could have responded.
Baleful Strix will still see some play here and there. Kind of a metagame call here. AP says his Kappa Cannoneer on the watch list still. Yeah, you know what, AP? It's crazy. Like a couple of years ago, we had people calling for a ban of Kappa Cannoneer, and it just all is really embarrassing. Darth says Chalice on 1 can hurt, but a lot of blue-black tempo hands just don't care. A lot more brutal against blue-red. Yeah, these Dimir tempo decks have some more variety in their mana values.
Just the text.
Exchanges.
We see a Thoughtcast got pitched to force there on Barrogoyf.
Go ahead.
The Strix is going to be a slow clock.
Drop.
There is Bowmaster. We'll see if David has any answer for that.
Probably not. Multiple.
All right, Bowmaster is in.
In that game.
You know what? I'm fried after round 1. Give me a break. I lasted 1 round tonight.
Sounds like laughing in the background, right, Chad?
Sorry about that. does anything here.
Well, the clock has sped up a bit. Wellmaster, Orc Army, Belful Strix attacking here. Yeah, the only lands on David's side are the Ancient Tombs. Can't really afford at this point to tap those too many times. Darth says Bowmaster resolving makes me call this game for Ed. So Darth has called it in the chat. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, actually, I think this is good. I can keep reading it, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Chalice check. Ponder counter. Ed might just be trying to fill up the graveyard for a Murktide later.
Cast 2 things through Canonist on board.
That was the one, like, GRV. The other one, I just couldn't think of.
Yeah, you attempted. You attempted a GRV.
What I should have done is do it in response. But,
Yes.
like, I'll give you that. I just didn't miss. I missed it in the moment. Because I could just keep replaying.
Lord with a question, does 8cast play Riddlesmith or is that a separate deck? Typically, that's a separate deck. I'm sure some 8cast player has thrown a Riddlesmith in to see, but the Riddler deck is a separate deck.
All of the that's what you're doing right now.
Am I?
Paragoyf.
I'm not much of an angle shooter.
He might be the opposite of an angle shooter.
You gotta really care about the results.
You're curved skating.
Well, that is a scoop from David here. A completely one-sided match, unfortunately, but that's the way it goes. GG's, Ed gets it. All right, Eldrazi on the left. That will be Paulo and Greg on the right with lands.
5, 6, 7.
I gotta change my reputation to play hardcore too.
Getting ready to go.
I'll try this.
Should do that one
Okay, both players kept 7. Bayou passed a turn. Interesting. I don't know if the players sat down knowing what the other was playing. Could matter here. Lotus Petal. Eye of Ugin, okay. Just passing the turn. Interesting. Well, an interesting start to this game. Both players with kind of weird turn ones, I guess. Not a lot going on. Bayou. Seiju on Eye of Ugin.
Anything with a basic land size. Sure.
You cannot get waste here. It does not have a basic land type. Let's see if they catch that. I hope so.
Go ahead.
Well, you cannot find wastes with Boseiju. So let me get the text for Boseiju up on the screen. Boseiju, who endures. Channel ability says that player may search their library for a land card with a basic land type, not a basic land. It has to be a plains, an island, a mountain, a swamp. What's the other one?
You got it. I'm at 16.
All right, and Eldrazi gets cast here. We're moving on. It gets attacked. It gets to attacking and pass the turn.
Play a rumble.
What's this Eldrazi called? Damn it. Line Breaker. Sorry, I put the wrong name in the chat. I thought it was Obligator. So Malevolent Rumble found an expiration.
Exploration.
There is expiration.
Dark Depths. Flip it. And pass turn 2.
Cavern of Soul naming Eldrazi.
Yes.
AP with a great question. Do you ever tell the players about these later? Occasionally I'll say, oh yeah, the other day on stream, this and that happened. Now that you know for next time. And sometimes the players see it and then they bring it up to me like, oh yeah, I saw that error.
I'll pay 4 life. Dismember.
Yeah.
Number 12.
So dismember on the Obligator. Playing Fleshraker is on the board now.
Tap. Draw. This goes to 2.
I think, though, not to drag the players who are watching on stream right now, that's not really my intention here ever, but I think people in our community and the Legacy community, the competitive Magic community at large, focus a lot on, what deck am I going to play? Is it good against the meta? What's my 15th sideboard card? What does my sideboard mapping look like? These kind of things. You're going to go out there and play competitive Magic. You're going to besiege your opponent's Eye of Ugin. You better know that they cannot find a waste there. I mean, the opponent's intentions aside, like let's say they're a big giant cheater and they're trying to get every advantage they possibly can. You got to know that your Boseiju can't allow your opponent to find waste, for example. And then if you're on the other side of the table, the same thing. Both players made an error here.
Play another Saga. Go.
So Greg with 3 Sagas on the board right now, though, and a Dark Depths. It's looking pretty good for lands, as Darth in the chat is saying. AP says the best strategy versus the meta is knowing the cards. I mean, knowing what your cards do, the ins and outs of it, knowing or having the audacity to read your opponent's cards when you don't remember exactly what they do. This is important stuff.
For turn Wasteland then.
Okay.
That's a thing
Pass.
that I really
Make a
don't
construct.
know if I want them coming to play.
All right, Greg making a construct here. AP wondering what lands does Eldrazi have on the board. Wasteland, Cavern of Souls, Wastes, and Unclaimed Territory.
Dredge.
You gotta flip the Terrio, yeah. When you cast it, I was like, do I?
Yeah, Anarchy Inducer is Greg in the chat. Wastes is not a basic land type. Waste is a basic land, but Wastes is not a basic land type. The only basic land types are plains, island, mountain, swamp, forest. That's it. The card Wastes has no subtype. It's just a basic land.
My thought was,
So it cannot be found with Boseiju, an important lesson that we've learned in this match already.
just let this go, and then if he tries to go off, he dies, maybe. And I could force if it was really good.
So Greg makes another construct here. Looks like Wonders of Saga's popping now.
Make Pithing Needle. Name Wasteland. Okay. Land for turn 1 is going to be Boseiju.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have made this mistake in paper with the I'm imagining someone even on MTGO, their opponent Boseijus, and they're like clicking on Wastes, wondering why they can't choose it to put into play. This is stuff that's like all in the details of knowing the ins and outs of how all the cards work. But to my point before, playing competitive Magic, getting a lot of reps in paper, And understanding how all these things work will go a long way to upping your game over the long term, rather than being so worried about like, oh, my deck is bad against the meta. Focus on like learning like the inner working. AP saying I might have named the One Ring there. The Wasteland is a 4th mana. Yeah, I guess it depends, like if Greg's about to go for a Merit Lage or something. But yeah, the Wasteland isn't super important right now. If anything, Greg shut off his own Wastelands, which could matter. But Greg seems way ahead here.
Lava Spur Boots and a Mox.
Wasteland did some heavy duty.
Think of this Magic environment we live in. You know, people get discouraged seeing the, you know, there was just a big Modern tournament and the same deck won everything, and they give up. But you can still go out there and practice, jam some games. So Walk-in Closet just got played here. Cabal Pit targeting the Fleshraker now.
Pretty ridiculous.
Right, land 2 is going to be Cabal Pit, and I'm going to kill this guy.
And those reps that practice will pay off in the long term. Remembering what all your cards do, what your opponent's cards do. It just comes from reps and experience. Don't worry about the meta, everybody. Just go out there and play.
4, 5, 6, swing for 12. 5. Go.
Double.
You can choose the.
Ghost Vacuum on Greg's side. That was an Eldrazi Temple now.
King One Ring.
It's looking pretty bad for Paulo at the moment.
Have any One Rings. I'll pass. You're like, do you want to take the Crossies?
Find out that you're gonna have a Wasteland in hand, or maybe a surgical death.
Well, it was good because I had another Crossies, but I also have lots of other stuff.
Pass to you. Pass to you.
Untap.
Take the other two
I
cards.
will.
Just passing the turn, no plays. Well, I'm getting dredged.
3.
Yeah, with the Boseiju thing that happened earlier, it is kind of less of a one-sided game, but it has been a pretty one-sided game.
I'll cast
But you have a
Light
good hand
Field,
against
target
this. You have
Boseiju
a
in the
Saga.
Saga and move to combat.
Yes.
For
I can.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, there's Kolzak's command. Greg doesn't seem to care.
This is 4.
Okay.
I make 4 spawn.
Okay.
Scribe forward, draw 1.
That would have been great.
Sure.
I'm gonna ponder.
Might have been an opportunity here for Paulo to shut off Loam at some point. I don't even know at this point how important that would have been. With the Walk-in Closet on the board. We're going to have some chump blockers available.
Crusty.
Okay.
Saga trigger on this stuff.
I'll block with 2.
Block with 2. Okay.
We're gonna consign the Saga trigger.
1, 2.
Thinking.
The CD.
Yep. I can't let that happen. So,
What are the odds Paulo wins this game? It's got to be like really low, right?
Saga is land 2.
I'm gonna warp onto my lord. See ETB, draw a card. So I have
Yes.
one card in hand. I
I'll
draw 2.
Basage your Eldrazi temple.
Oh, here we go again. Eldrazi Temple gets blown up.
End of turn, go there.
And another wastes.
Seagull.
Trigger floating 1.
So it's 1.
At this point, it barely matters. Let's see what Paulo rips off the top. It's going to need to be Omniscience Emrakul or something.
Maybe waste those. Yeah.
I have Hugin, okay.
Because otherwise, it's really hard for me to stop Urza Saga. I have to like stifle, and that means I can't do my Dreadnought thing. It's not great. Or can't keep this in play.
Yeah.
Grim Monolith, okay. Pew Pew says land destruction strategies are rude, in my opinion. Yeah, you might like Commander. That might be where you'll fit in. Here's Thought Not Seer. I like this card.
Okay.
Someone on a recent stream asked me what some of my favorite cards are, and I named Thought Not Seer. And I think some people unsubscribe.
Sure. I'm at 6.
The Eldrazi were a mistake. That's you. That's what you sound like, you people. There's just no joy. Darth says land destruction is awesome. Okay, there's the legacy player.
Iceland, rocks. Goes up to 2.
That was a reality smasher crashing in.
You have 1 card in hand?
Yeah.
One card in hand for Paulo. Uncertain about the conclusion of this game now.
Bid one of your spawns. Land number 1. I will Cabal bid one of your spawns.
Well, that's not too bad.
Still have.
You dredge long?
I did Dredge Long, but I have this guy also. So I just this is I play from graveyard. Land number 1, kill your guy.
Surprisingly, I'm gonna keep that. And then
Well,
Next, I will
that was pretty good.
play Saga.
I kind of forgot about the Cabal Pit, but it's pretty good here.
1, 2, make a construct.
So you kept the card there, right?
yeah.
I tried to surgical on your
I equip the new one with boots.
Yeah, I think Paulo is cooked. That is game 1. Well, it got a little bit closer towards the end. Some game rule errors for sure. Lessons learned. Moving on to game 2.
Again.
Yes. You get a token and that passes you.
Figure at least.
So now Paulo will be on the play. These Eldrazi decks are and Stompy decks. Play draw dependent at times. Looks like Paulo's taking a mulligan. Anarchy Inducer says, so can Prismatic Vista find wastes or not? It can. So Prismatic Vista, let's bring up the text for Prismatic Vista. This is good to go over. Search your library for a basic land card. Waste is a basic land card. But waste is not a basic land type. The only basic land types that exist are plains, island, swamp, mountain, forest. The 5 basic land types. So with Beseju who endures, you blow up your opponent's thing. They can look for a dual land with the basic land types. They can look for a Mystic Sanctuary. They can look for, obviously, one of the 5 original basic lands. But they cannot find wastes. Basic land, the card wastes type box just says basic land. But it does not have a subtype. This stuff is not so, I don't blame people for getting these wrong, but yeah, it's referring to the subtypes of the 5 basic lands that exist in the multiverse, let's say. Yeah, it's kind of subtle. It's very like in the details. It's a little bit confusing for sure.
Alright, pass the turn.
Keep.
Looks like a mulligan to 5 for Paulo.
You gave. I this Dreadnought, when I saw it in the brainstorm, I was like, well, that's like drawing one less card. Because all I have left is.
Okay, this card is called. Oh man, I'm so bad with these new Eldrazi. Is it called It That Betrays? No, that's not the one. It's It's like on the tip of my tongue.
But yeah, drawing cards at that point in the game already so much.
It That Heralds. It That Heralds the
I
end.
drew them,
Thank you.
2 of them in a row. Yeah.
Thank you, chat.
Chinese.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. 2. Yeah. 18.
Cool.
So Wasteland was fired off while I was figuring all that out. Chalice on the board. There's Elvish Reclaimer. Chalice on 0, by the way. Unsure about that.
Bounce to trigger the in case I have
Oh,
mana.
that's nice.
Yeah, but never happened.
But it's nice to have those kind of lines in there.
And also, I think like in the meta right now, there's always helpful to have something from the behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chalice on 1 is clearly a lot better in general against lands.
I took out 3 days and 2 cameos. I figured cameo is kind of slow when I'm on the play, and so is Days. You're a big mana deck. Days doesn't.
Cavern on Eldrazi, of course.
So I left a surprise Days so that you, if I cast it, you would be thinking about Days. That was.
Yeah, this is kind of.
It's not going to do anything, but.
Thespian Stage. The Maze of Ith is going to come in handy here. Disruptor Flute on instant.
Thespian Stage.
That deck is a scary deck though, because you can top deck a lot of cards from the game. Not as much as like the Mystic Forge version.
Yeah, you can respond.
Okay. Yeah. Respond to that.
Okay, Flute might be getting responded to, actually. So we're going to crop rotation away Boseiju.
One of the coverage tools, and you draw 1.
Paulo maybe prematurely told us what we're naming. Yavamaya coming in. Yeah, too early to name it. Drop rotation sacking Maze of Ith. We might be about to see Marrowlage here.
Go for your win, or what do you have for your win?
I'm not cool.
In response to the Flute.
Playing Jace. I've never seen it with Jace.
Make Marrowlage.
That's kind of fun.
Alright, that resolves.
Uh-oh.
Something else?
Yeah, maybe Jason. Because I play Memory's Journey in case I need the whole deck. And I have to cast
Okay.
to cast Immaculate at the end.
Yeah.
I know myself, can I
You'll do it. Yeah.
So I can.
Yeah, you're right.
I can use.
Jeez, yeah.
Well, that was the game. That was the match. The Flute. Don't compare this to Token Gate Salty. That was bad. All right, getting ready to go. Looks like a mulligan for David, who's on the left with 8 casts. David on the right with Mystic Forge. Thoughtcast.
Yep.
I'll use your
And then a Chalice on 1 past the turn. Not a big deal. There's a Saga on the other side. Lotus Petal. Uh-oh. All right, that's it.
Yep.
Well, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Oh, I thought you said make a clue for a second. I was like, wait, what? Made a blue. Makes a construct.
My opener was like Painter, Oswald, 2 Plains, Wasteland,
Well, we got quite a game unfolding here already. City of Traders for David. Basalt Monolith. AP just gifted 10 subs. Thank you, AP. 154 gifted subs now on the channel. Number 6 on our all-time leaderboard. Really appreciate the love. Thank you, thank you. Been with us a long time. Ooh, here's Tezzeret. Thank you, AP. So Tezzeret, the Cruel Captain, has been a big part of the Legacy format since Edge of Eternities came out, for sure. And David also has the One Ring. Things are getting interesting.
Was on chapter 3?
3 weeks.
Going to this right. 3 to 6, and the one is coming. So.
Yeah, it's my cousin's wedding. But is it every Thursday? Yeah. I'm going to a lot of places. It's not quite as good as the rest. It's better than
Lava Spur Boots is chosen here. Yeah, a needle on the One Ring would have been helpful, or Tezzeret, I guess, but Pew Pew is David in the chat saying no needle in the main. 3.5 minutes on this hype train, folks. What level are we on? We're on, we're working towards level 4, it looks like. Tezzeret was attacked and defeated. Now David's going to do something with Urza Saga. Looks like just floated a mana, didn't make a construct. Kind of different game plans on both sides. But a lot of similar cards. Manifold Key. Yikes.
That's why I'm on the
Tubbs, thank you for the bits. Urza's Tower now. 3 mana floating for David.
I'll use 1 from top this, so it's 5.
5 mana after Manifold Key and Basalt Monolith working together. Mystic Forge. Uh-oh.
I use 1.
Not sure what happened just now?
Yep.
Okay, just drawing 2 with the Urza Saga. With the One Ring, sorry. Looks like Ancient Tomb on top of the deck. Oh, there was a Chalice check on the key. That makes sense. Okay. Thank you, chat. Sometimes I'm looking back and forth between the chat and the play, and I miss what happened.
Got the boots on the one? So, 15. 15.
This is a lot of damage.
15. Alright. Charles X equals 0. Yep. 17. 17.
Attack for 17. That is the game. Artifacts, everybody. One of the earliest mistakes that Magic the Gathering made was having artifact cards. They never admit to it. They never apologize to us for it. Instant sorceries, creatures, lands, enchantments we understand, artifacts. Why?
I'm done with it.
Yeah, the play draw is going to matter quite a bit here. There are some early plays that either deck can pull off that matter quite a bit, let's say. Hype Train complete at level 4. Thank you for the subs and the bits. There's a Grim Monolith. Hype Train Conductor Tubbs has their name in the top left of the screen now. There's Karn. It's getting forced. That's one thing that the 8-cast deck can do is fire off some counterspells. Pitched a Thought Monitor to the Force of Negation. Karn is exiled.
You want to make? Yep.
All right, Haywire Might blew up the Grim Monolith.
Saga? Yep.
So Pithing Needle just hit the board, naming Urza's Saga. Things are getting interesting.
The one ring? Yeah. No. So this don't do so draw.
There's a Saga found there. So the One Ring and Urza Saga are shut off by needles at the moment. Urza Saga searching now on David's side. This has been kind of a funny game too so far. I think we heard both players kind of sharing a laugh at the goofiness of this game so far. Lava Spur Boots is chosen. Nothing to equip it to yet. Manifold Key on top of the deck. Lord says, looks like I'm putting Meltdown back into the sideboard. You know, from my perspective, disclaimer, I've never won an MTGO challenge. I've never 5-0'd a league and gotten a trophy or anything like that. But I'm feeling like the artifact hate cards might have to be inserted into the sideboards for events coming up.
Sure. Why not?
Kappa Cannoneer, everybody. This card is crazy.
Yeah.
So 7?
Crazy Carl with a great question. Did they test Cannoneer for 1v1? Yes, they did, actually. It was in Modern Horizons 3. Romario in the chat says, nah, don't play Null Rod. Card is terrible. It doesn't do anything. So there's some great advice there. You can't fool us. We're putting Null Rods into our sideboards, Romario. Kappa Cannoneer, though. Card's a pain in the butt. And it's looking like it might be able to swing for lethal in this game based on how this current board is looking. David kind of got screwed a little bit by his own needle, but that's the way it goes. David drops to 3. can David do here? Like, Karn into Snaring Bridge or something? Don't know.
Yeah, they're screening it.
Seven. 5.
Kozilek's command, X is 5. Sink into Stupor, gets the scoop. That is the match. 8cast gets it. GG's. Both players kind of went off on each other there in game 2, and 8cast came out on top. I don't know though. Like, if we watched this matchup 100 times, like which deck would win more of the matches? I'm honestly not sure who's favored between 8cast and Mystic Forge. That's an interesting one, at least from my perspective. I just don't know. Voting took as long as the match. Yeah, we spent 20 minutes voting and then had a 10-minute match that time. That's the way it goes. Magic the Gathering, everybody. The best game.
Let's go. I'm gonna play pass.
Dimir Tempo on the left, that would be Mario. And on the right, we have Force of Phil with Miracles as usual.
I get an island. Yeah, I'm gonna catch show and tell.
One card on the bottom for Mario, ready to go. Multi 6.
Yeah, turn 2.
Ready?
What are you gonna show and tell it?
Brainstorm. Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Bang. You have anything to play? Well, I still have priority walk.
Turn 1 on the play, Brainstorm.
I'll get 3 cunning wishes. Oh, I think it's pretty bad, Dad.
What deck do you think you're up against if your opponent does that, chat?
This deck is insane.
Here's a ponder for Force of Phil off of Tundra.
Oh, he played first?
Yeah,
Always beat you in the die roll. You're the worst at die rolling here.
We're all bad at die rolling, but he got 3, and then I'm like, 1, 2, and I got 3.
Oh, play Wasteland,
and
go
I
ahead.
got 3, and he got 6.
Wasteland for Phil past the turn. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah, I might think it was show and tell if my opponent went turn 1 Brainstorm.
I'm gonna start shuffling. I have nothing. You were gonna go down big in life. You were gonna lose 22 life on my 3rd turn, and your
Underground C for Mario here. So Phil has that Wasteland. I spotted a Swords to Plowshares in Phil's hand as well.
I actually top decked the Omniscience.
Also maybe a Predict.
For show and tell, and then I had like Lauren Revealed and Impulse in hand. I kept up Spell Pierce for a first turn long left. So I would have won 3rd turn, most likely, if I didn't top deck the Omniscience.
Orcish Bowmaster.
Yeah, I was
This card's still good in 2025.
the Omniscience. If I didn't, I was still going to get it 3rd turn. Which is still good.
Pretty good.
Normally combos 4th turn.
Looks like Phil's thinking here with it on the stack. Accepts the damage from the Bowmaster. End step Swords on the Bowmaster. Bowmaster down.
I was going to get to play Ocean cards on my 2nd turn, but I didn't get a 2nd turn. Yep.
Yeah, I don't care about your 2nd turns. I only care about my 2nd turns where I win. I assume you take the fight.
I'm going to take the play.
Harry with the question, is that a kid excited about playing Legacy? What is this world coming to? Yeah, I think we're talking about people we hear in the background. We do have a couple of kids at the locals. Got a couple of generations of players jamming with us at our local events. It's pretty cool.
Pass priority to go to combat. Before we go to combat, I'll waste your
So I'm still in my main phase?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll float 1.
Okay.
Let's say blue.
Sure.
And then this waste, then I'll pass.
A couple of our local players are getting paired against 10-year-olds and getting crushed at the locals. True story.
Dad. Dad.
And pass.
It is pretty cool though, just to kind of share an anecdote or whatever. The one day I went to the shop, I was playing goblins on that particular day. This was a couple of weeks ago or something, and one of the kids was on Stoneblade. We got paired. I kind of ran them over with goblins. It's pretty favored for goblins in my opinion. And long story short, I found out later on that the kids were just like obsessed with goblins. They had to like proxy up the decks and play, some practice games with goblins. They were trying to learn the ins and outs of the goblin deck, and they were like excited about the whole thing. Pretty cool. I like that. The kids are like super excited to like jam some legacy and learn the ins and outs of the legacy format, but I just keep telling them, like it's all it's all your practice is a waste of time. You're gonna lose to Reanimator and Oops,
Fetch.
What about Oops, 10-year-old kid? Yeah, just quit already. You're just gonna lose to Oops and Reanimator. Reanimator's win rate is 98% now.
Finder Nexus, pass.
Tap, draw. Play Polluted Delta.
You can still do this play, I suppose.
Brainstorm.
No, brainstorm, yes. Play floated tree and I'll pass to you.
Draft like that.
So no threats on the board right now for Mario. Just that Nile Spellbomb, which could shut down some of Phil's Mystic Sanctuary plays. If you've been hanging out with us on stream, you're aware that Phil uses Mystic Sanctuary in these decks usually. Here's a Tameo, though. That's a threat. Salty says we need goblins on stream. Can't remember the last time I saw them. I played goblins on stream a couple of weeks ago. I think it's up on YouTube now. By the way, like the people on YouTube are waiting like weeks at this point for our latest stuff. Sorry for that. Harry says who on stream is headed to EW this year? As far as the players, I'm honestly not sure. That'd be a good question for our Discord. As of right now, I don't have anything booked though. I don't plan to be there.
Fetch.
You know what, Salty? I've heard about that quite a bit. People like watch our live streams and watch on YouTube, and enough time passes that they forgot they saw it already. There's Mystic Sanctuary, though, an opportunity maybe for this Nile Spellbomb to be used.
Sure. Bowmaster still on this deck.
All right, Ponder going on top of the deck. Predict.
I'm going to.
Mario allowing it.
Island Cycle.
Bowmasters.
Get an island in my hand.
Okay, Bowmaster has resolved.
On top. Yep. Draw. No balls.
Okay, sounds like we're getting Kaito ninjutsu'd onto the board here. Orc army goes away. Phil's going to take 4, I guess.
Go to my turn.
Yeah.
This is going into tab 3. Keep. Draw.
Zero ability? Yep.
Kaito's 0 ability happening now. Kaito, Bane of Nightmares. This card has been really good in Legacy.
Top deck like Paradox Engine or something. That'd be bad.
So Phil with a Bowmaster on the other side of the board, facing down a Kaito now. That Nile Spellbomb on the board will also be disruptive, potentially. as Phil has a Mystic Sanctuary in hand.
Target source budgets.
All right, targeting the Swords to Plowshares. This time Mario will pop the Spell Bomb, exile the graveyard, counter the Mystic Sanctuary's ability. Phil just passes it back.
What are you doing?
Kaito's a nasty one. Thought sees you.
I see you. I think I'm just
Tap, keep, draw.
Well, here comes.
I'll predict target myself.
Attack. Bye-bye, permanent.
Is that good? Sure. Go down to 2.
This is an actual guess. I don't think you know that.
It is an actual.
You're so dead, Dad.
So Phil's casting Predict, has to actually guess, doesn't know the top of the deck.
Going to Aurora, bounce your Mystic Forge.
Brainstorm.
He has a legendary creature.
I have legendary.
Found a Terminus as the first card drawn after naming Brainstorm and milling a Jace. Well, it'll be the only card drawn. It's a Predict with a fail to name the right card. But Terminus is on the stack.
Let's not play.
Fluster on the Force of Will. A little bit of a fight over Terminus.
Spells is that now? It's
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, yeah.
5.
Feels good. Yeah, this deck has just a really good matchup against it.
Bowmaster triggers.
And the great thing
I've
is,
drawn a card,
I didn't
yeah.
even
So I
try
took
to
the
open
1,
cards
you have a
off.
token.
You spend so
Yeah,
much
because
time
Storm is
sideboarding to
1,
lose
2,
in
3,
5
4,
minutes.
5. So there's 5 copies.
All right, asking if the Bowmaster trigger has already resolved. Flusterstorm. What's happening now? Oh, Brainstorm. Okay. So Mario has cast a Brainstorm in response to Flusterstorm. Would be funny if Mario cast a Flusterstorm, but that's not going to be what happens here. It seems like Terminus is going to resolve. And then Thoughtseize will resolve after that.
These go underneath.
They go underneath. Like just the bottom of the library?
Yeah.
Any order?
Any order you want.
Any order I want.
Yeah. It's not random. You can choose. Thoughtseize resolve.
Thougtseize resolves. I take 2.
Wasteland Flooded Strand is the hand for Phil here. Not a very good Thoughtseize in the end. Thoughtseize kind of caused a chain reaction of multiple plays on both sides. Resulted in a wipe of the board with a miracle off the top. Phil needed it and found it. Now Spellbomb. That's not too bad.
Okay, yeah, let's play. I wonder if I can get destroyed by aggro. Can you get, like, some dice?
Brainstorm now for Phil. Harry says he drew a Bowmaster, though. I didn't see that. Maybe Mario has a Bowmaster on top. I'm not sure. Looks like Phil's hand is going to be 2 lands and a Force after the Brainstorm. Flooded Strand pass. So chat saying there's a Bowmaster on top of the deck. I didn't see that, but I believe you. Okay, Hype Train Conductor Tubbs says it's on top. So it's on top, everybody. There's a Bowmaster happening. One moment.
All Wasteland Underground Sea.
I'll respond by wrapping that at you and gain the 1.
All right, I had to fix the blinds. It was blinding me.
I'll pass you.
Come on.
Hardcast Force.
All right, Hardcast Force, counter the Bowmaster.
Serious tournament, I would say, yeah, I know.
No reason to fire off Wasteland here. Could save that mana for later. you know, for Kaito, Bargoyf, stuff like that. 3 drops. Ponder.
So that's my first one.
Yeah, maybe no reason to even put the Wasteland in play. It just kind of like can get blown up by one of Phil's Wastelands with no value whatsoever. Good point from Harry.
Whatever. I'll say no to 20. Or 19. A 19 will make us tie, and I might get a bad one. I'll say no. You know there's a famous tie rule?
But now Mario up to 4 mana.
Where some guy lost 1,022 die rolls in a row. That seems incredible.
So Mario fetching here, finding an underground sea. I don't know if the life was paid on the life counter.
Can you stop staring into nothingness? We're playing a game here.
We might be about to see the big dragon, everybody. The card that is destroying Legacy one event at a time. It's unstoppable. Somebody should do something about it. We need an emergency. We need an emergency ban. Here is Murktide Region, everybody. Wow.
We have 32 minutes.
People watching this right now are in awe of the power of Murktide Region. It's an 8/8 flyer, and nobody can stop it. It's just out of control.
What the heck? Thinking.
I think I might have to tweet we should ban Murktide after this.
I will bottom that. Starts off.
2 cards? Yes.
Pass.
Mundane says, lucky it is not as meta warping as Mika Spawn. Yeah, that was really crazy what went on there. What about the Mika Spawn? Is that a Terminus? I think that's a Terminus. Yeah, it's a Terminus. Force Pitching Ponder. Flusterstorm.
Discard spells are pretty good.
All right, looks like Murktide's going away. Oh, that wasn't so bad, huh?
Let me see.
All right, maybe I don't have to tweet. Maybe things aren't so bad, chat.
So listen that again.
Do you mind if I tap it this way?
Here's Nethergoyf.
Instant land creature artifact. Instant land creature artifact.
Let's see. Nethergoyf.
Yeah, 4.
Force of Will on top of Phil's deck here. Nethergoyf is a 4 power creature, passing the turn. You can see Phil here playing this Miracles deck understands how seconds on the clock can matter. Was ready to untap as soon as that Nethergoyf was cast. Your search for Escanta.
Yeah, I think you play this against me.
Heart of the Explorer.
Draw.
I'm gonna grab an island and I'm gonna finish turning my cards.
Thoughtseize takes the Force of Will. Nethergoyf is going to hit pretty hard. The search for Escanto is going to need to find something exciting. He won't be able to flip immediately.
And cycle cards. Cycle.
Lorien Revealed isn't too bad.
Close enough to get banned in the case of.
Phil's at 2 life now, needs an answer to Nethergoyf now. Gonna try and find it. Brainstorm.
And for me, I'm broken of the enemy.
Not seeing removal in hand. And Phil is going to scoop it up. Game 1 goes to Dimir.
Set up a terminus, I can't do that if my life total's gone. So, I think like if you were to talk to host, then I have to do it anyway. I think it just depends on what you're thinking that your Thoughtseize is going to snag. Terminus.
All right, Phil will be on the play. Game 2. This feels like the World Championship Finals, doesn't it, everybody?
Okay, go my turn.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Both players kept 7. Polluted Delta pass from Force of Phil. What does Mario have here?
Yeah, I put it back wrong.
Did you lose because you put your cards back wrong?
No, it probably would have lost. No, I had, for some reason, I would only have
Tamio.
put a force to go back.
I don't think you would have been able to play.
And so, like, I had to put both force of wills back with my brainstorm. So I could have the
Just going to pass the turn. Let Tamio stick around for now. Tamio, definitely one of the most powerful creatures in this format right now. Is it too powerful? Plenty of people are asking. I still don't know, personally. What do you think?
Yeah, I died anyway.
Yeah, you would die anyway.
Let's play another game.
So Tamio makes a clue. Underground Sea. Phil might be trying to surveil here. Meticulous Archive. Deem says ban clues. Yeah, that might be the one. The real mistake was the clue mechanic introduced in Shadows over Innistrad. Thanks a lot, Wizards.
Yeah, one that I've never used.
Good.
One that I never really used.
You want to use it, you just switch it back out. But make it one.
Brainstorm in response to Orcish Bowmaster. Andy says Tireless Tracker has been dominating ever since. Yeah. As soon as I saw the spoiler for Tireless Tracker, I knew the clues were a mistake. Yeah, Investigate was a mistake. It's all a mistake. They screwed up.
Yeah, it was also.
Darth with a prediction here. I like Tamio, but she'll probably join the ban list at some point. All right. We'll see.
I saw this if you want to shuffle
it up, yeah.
I think it's safe to shuffle it.
Yeah, you're good. There's no other known information.
All right, doing a friendly fix here after seeing the next card. This is just F&M. Bowmaster, Tamio. Pretty good board already for Dimir. If you're a Dimir fan, things are going well. If you're a Force of Phil fan or a Miracles fan, we need a little help early in this game. But, as we saw in previous game, terminuses and stuff like that could change things in a hurry.
1, 2, 3.
Thoughtseize on the stack. Phil's going to fetch in a response. Deem says, how did Thraben Inspector ever make it past R&D? I think they even made another Thraben Inspector, right? Like another card that's the exact same card, but a different type. And a different name, obviously. Did that happen? I don't know.
I'm going to unexpectedly absent the Bowmaster back to the top.
Unexpectedly absent on the Bowmaster. Okay. They made the same mistake again. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Look at that. Right? Yeah. Your turn.
They don't know what they're doing, chat. If they put us in charge of making the cards, things would go a lot smoother, I think.
I'm not double my hand up. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. You're gonna wish you
That's why you were not.
So Phil's hand is Lorien Revealed, Stifle, Ponder, Scalding Tarn, and Flooded Strand. Interesting.
Ponder, 2 lands, and Lorien.
One. Okay, well, you should take Cunning Wish here.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Take Cunning. Yeah, because you know, Cunning Wish for Cunning Wish for intuition, and then I have no Cunning Wish to win.
Yeah.
But I can win with one omniscience. But I'm gonna use the Cunning Wish. No. Sure.
Another Goyf is in. Harry Houdini wondering, does it really say just beneath on Unexpectedly Absent? I guess so. I don't know. It's a weird card, Unexpectedly Absent. I'll give you that.
Black-White Stalker? Sure. Play Wasteland.
Fetch in response.
Tap your ancient too.
Yeah, it is kind of a weird wording, actually, now that you pointed it out.
What are you getting? Why are you?
Strand fetch.
Fetch happening.
Resolving Cunning Wish. Then I'm gonna go to my end step. If I select it, Stalker will get to 8+1/+1 countdown. And then I'll pass the turn.
It's like the simultaneously ungoblin welder. So an attack crashes in here. Another clue gets made for Mario. Couple of points of damage. No sign of Kaito. Pass the turn. Looks like Mario might be holding a Force of Negation right now, which could help protect this board. Terminus.
Yeah.
Who's in hand?
I'm drawing it for turn.
Oh, you're drawing it for turn. So that just you announce it as a miracle.
Miracle on this stack. If a miracle will trigger results, I'll pay for it.
I need you to.
You pass that?
Yeah.
So now it's on the stack?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Voice count 3. I might want to respond to one of yours.
Hard casting the Force of Negation that I just pointed out. Could be important to protect this board. Phil's gonna fetch.
It only changes the power.
My turn.
That's pass.
So,
So Phil finds a Tundra. What's next? And he says, Miracle, a good clean mechanic before things went downhill with Investigate. The thing worth pointing out here is that Innistrad-based sets ruin Magic.
This is a 7 damage.
Totally ruined the whole thing.
Oh, that's absolutely horrible. I wastelanded his ancient too.
yeah, my hand is horrible. Brainstorm it.
Flusterstorm on Force of Negation, and it seems like Terminus is going to resolve again, wiping away the board on the Dimir Tempo side, which hurts if you're rooting for Dimir here. Harry says no wizards ruin Magic. Yeah, they ruin the whole thing.
That's enough.
Guiding the dead.
Dorothy says, I don't hate this exchange. Tamio made 3 clues. Favorite part of blue-black tempo is, unlike blue-red, it is fully capable of grinding people out, thanks to Tamio and Kaito. Yeah, the Kaito, for example, a lot more powerful than, let's say, Questing Beasts.
Yeah, I feel like they just eat early. I want
or whatever. Fatal Push, better than Lightning Bolt right now, and so on.
It's getting me. It's definitely I played them like
So Mystic Sanctuary. Phil thinking about which card to choose to put on top of the deck. It will be Brainstorm.
You put brainstorm on top.
Put brainstorm on top. Draw the turn. Play this.
Another Mystic Sanctuary. This time putting Terminus on top. All right, cracking a clue. This is what we were talking about. The clues are pretty good. So Mario's going to fetch also here, maybe surveil on end step.
Thanks. Eon, you're on mine. So you just
Please
stand
use that case.
You're on mine.
I'll go quickly.
So you can just do it like this.
Undercity Sewer, surveil.
Without being
No, when there's this here and that there.
Clean it up.
Not easy, Oren.
Undercity Sewer is going to leave the card on top. All right, so Mario liked what we saw, what he saw on top there. Phil's going to brainstorm now with Mario tapped out. No point in miracling Terminus, of course. Probably got put back on top.
So it enters after. Yeah. And then I've never pulled it off yet because I never played on draw one.
All right, second a clue, drawing a card. Orcish Bowmaster is back on the board. Makes an Orc army friend. We know Phil likely has that Terminus available on top of the deck. Phil drops to 7. There's the Terminus. Does Mario have a response this time? Force of Will pitching Brainstorm. Okay, so didn't hardcast Force. Gave up a Brainstorm. Terminus is countered. Mystic Sanctuary could potentially put Terminus back on top and do it again. There's a Misty Rainforest on the battlefield right now.
Something already has to exist.
Ooh, now Spellbomb, fetch and response. Gonna probably try to set up the Terminus now. Mystic Sanctuary. There's a lot going on here. A lot of micro decisions happening. Terminus moving to the top. Now Spellbomb resolves. Attacking for 2. Phil drops to 4.
I mean, yeah, he got me.
I don't think if you're gonna have it on the battlefield,
I think he ever hitting the game in an unfair situation.
Gonna try to Terminus now.
It is.
Another force pitching Brainstorm. Lorien revealed main phase. And that is the match. Dimir Tempo gets it. Beats Miracles. GG's. GG's. Fighting over the Miracle cards mattered quite a bit in that match. The Miracle mechanic, as the Twitch chat pointed out, a complete mistake. They never apologized to us for it. And as usual, if there's one thing we want to make clear, we as Legacy players are victims. We are victims of it all. Stick around, everybody, for a raid. Stick around for a raid. That wraps it up for me for today. I'll see everybody soon. Peace out.
And could just